Hello everyone, welcome back to the Addicted Bookworm, where my addiction is all over the internet. On this channel, I do book hauls, book reviews, both physical and digital, audiobooks, and so much more. Alright, so I want, before I begin my review of Turncoat by Jim Butcher, I want to say this. So I have all of my fantasy books that I have read and not read in totes. And what I've decided to do, because of the fact that I have bought so many romantasy, fantasy books, that I actually am going to read 2 fantasy/romantasy books every quarter, so that way I can turn them from being unread to read, because I am trying to get my physical TBR down to where I can actually do something. So that is what I'm going to be doing. I am actually going to pick out a total of, not counting the one I'm going to show you, but 4 more. And when I put my books on the shelf that are going on my dresser, I am actually going to put a total of 5 fantasy/romantasy books on there. That's going to be my fantasy/romantasy TBR. None of them are going to be Sarah J. Maas. I probably will have one Brandon Sanderson book. I know the one I'm talking about. So I'm going to do that. That way, I at least get some of my fantasy/romantasy down. So I will show you the book that I will be reading after I do my review of Changes. I'm not Changes, but Turncoat. Okay. So this is Jim Butcher's Turncoat. This is the 11th book in the Dresden Files series. I am going to say this. I'm going to say this. Jim Butcher does a great job in writing urban fantasy. There is a little bit of what we call sexual energy, but it's not the main plot or the main thing that pushes the story through. It's always about the whatever nonsense that's going on in Harry Dresden's world. And for people that don't know, I am reading the remainder of the Dresden Files books to get ready for the new one that's coming out in January. So what happens is this wizard ends up dead, and the thing about it is that he was not able to throw up his death curse. Morgan is accused of being the one to do it because he's found with the murder weapon, but we later on find out that it's actually a woman that did it, and Morgan was shielding her from the council. You cannot go wrong with anything from Jim Butcher. Jim Butcher is one of those outstanding authors that you have to buy everything that he writes. I mean, everything that he writes. Absolutely love this book. There is White Court vampires, which are like the people that feed on sexual energy or fear or air or whatever. There is the Winter Court that's allied themselves with the White Court vampires, which will come into play later on in the series. I devoured this book. I don't even remember what day I started this book, but this book was so good. And he actually admitted there's going to be a total of 23 books. So I might be in my 60s by the time he's finished with the book series. I really do hope and pray he doesn't die before he finishes, or I will be so sad. But yes, so Turncoat earned 5 stars on Goodreads. Definitely worth it. Definitely worth it. Alright, so the next book that I will be reading in the fantasy genre is going... hold on a second, I'm going to take this off because I do not like price tags on my books. Alright. So I'm actually going to show two books. So The Serpent on the Serpent and the Wings of Night by Cressida. I can't pronounce her name. Yeah, it's kind of bent a little bit because it was in storage. But yeah, this is the first book in the trilogy. I bought this at Myers months and months and months ago. It doesn't look like a chunker of a book compared to like the one I read before that put me off of Brandon Sanderson. At least until October. At least until October. But yeah, so apparently there's vampires in this story. Shadow Daddy. I'm gonna like decide for myself if I like this. So there's a total of, I do like the pictures though. It's pretty. There's 56. Yep. 56 chapters. So I'm gonna start on this book today, and hopefully next week I will have it done. But as I said, I'm going to read 2 fantasy books every quarter. So that will include what I have up there, and it will include at least one book from my storage bin. Okay. So that's for that. Now this is the one that I will be reading. I will be reading this. This will finish off the horror part of my pile. This Home is Where the Bodies Are by Geneva Rose. I actually do have another book from her, so I'm definitely interested in reading this one. So yeah. So that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'm hoping that my Amazon stuff will come in soon, because I have got to get to work in several hours. So I will see you around. Bye.